Hi, this is Norway. I have a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but bead with me, whatever call what you will. I will call it a tutorial because I will go through every part of it. But I get 3 boxes, so I will show you 2 of the other necklaces first, and then the third one we will make together if you want to. So this is the first one I made. This is just like not that long and it's beaded all around. I'm sorry about the background noise. I might do a voiceover, but they do that all the time, you know. They have to be ready for the neighbors have to be ready for winter, I guess. So and I have no other way of sitting here, so but this is how it is. These are some check glass I had for a long time. These are the ones I have so many of. I don't know if you can see them sparkle in the blue goldstone. Maybe independent a bit. And then I had these tops. So it's I've graduated it, so it's going from thinner to a bit more, you know, see here, a thinner to a bit more body in the middle with that's the second size, if you will, the middle size, and then I'd gone, you know, thinner again. That's just really, just because I just sat and strung it, you know. So, and I finished it off with a toggle clasp, and with this one, I haven't put on a crimp cover yet because I think, you know, that will, you know, make it so I don't know, tight, plump, I don't know what to say, but you know, since they're not, you know, they're not scratchy and they're sitting nice, I think that's that it's not necessary, especially when I don't want it to be, if I wanted to have a bead up there, that would be nice, but I don't. So, and this one, I'm just saying to keep it where it is while I was stringing, instead of doing something within this big hole here. I just flatten it. Simple as that. This is not like high-end jewelry either, you know, like it's not gonna cost $1 million. You know what I mean? So I just took the chance. And then there's number 2, which I really love, but I don't have the components to make that together today. And besides, there's another part of the other bracelet that I want to show. I just put one of those star cuts there, and this one is from another bargain bead box from way back when I was moving, I think. It's really beautiful when you look at it, and I love this. And these I've made earrings of. You'll see in the finish update when that comes, whenever that may be. And I'm a little bit like that these days because of my dog passing. It's horrible. 10 years, you know, of nothing but pleasure and joy. And here I have the same. I've kind of like mirrored the. I just made it upside down, you know. I'm gonna see if you can tell here. I think this is a little bit far off, but it just I hadn't closed this right, so I then it was here after this link, because this is a link, these ones. So if I want to, I can just take it off there and then turn it over, and it will be mirrored almost. See, there's something here that's not. Then I will take it from there. Yeah, if I would take it this one and then I flip it around, then it will be, they would all align. But I kind of like that it didn't, because there's still, you know, a pattern, and there's still some, yeah, I liked it. And this is like more airy, and yeah, and with a good size Rollo chain here. It is from Bargain Bead Box as well, I think. It's at least, if it is, it's the biggest one they have had, just saying. So I just loved all of these all of these components, you know, and I love blue goldstone, but of course with three bargain bead boxes I will have some repeats, but that's okay. So, and then I will show you the one I had planned for us to make today. I hope I have a picture on the, you know, intro or something. That is my is my intent. So because here I've just added a strong extra layer, so it looks like it's got two necklaces, but it don't, you know. Let's see if I can get a little bit more away from it. So okay, so remember the pendant, and then we go up here, and you know, this lays so nice on yeah, it lays exactly where it's supposed to, and I think that by having these links here, I have this in one hole, and I have added the tiger tail part, which I made this quick and easy, right? And then I just added that in the other hole, so they're not crowded and a little bit spacey, and yet not too much. And I finished it off with some stainless steel, very thin and nice nice chain here. I have not put on any dangles and stuff because I would find it, you know, to be a little bit too much. You can if you will, but I made it to fit me. So and you know, of course you can put on an extender, and you can also use whatever chain you have. I mean, that I just did the same. I just used whatever I had, so of chain in front of me. So we will make this today, and if you want to make it, I have prepared for once a couple of days ago. We will need cabochon. You will need a little length of you know, the length of the second strand here, and with a little add-ons on the side so that you can get them into the wire protectors and finish them off without, you know, going mad. And and you will need some silver eye pins. I think I have too many here. I think I have double or something, but I think you need like 20 or something. I mean, right after I had finished up what I was supposed to have, they all just fell out, you know. So of course, so but this is how I'm just gonna do it until I do it well, you know. Yeah. So, and this is one of the chain. You can just measure them to your liking, and are they in sight here? I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry about that, but you know. And then they're starting their saw stuff again. I mean, every weekend. I get that they can't do it all the time, you know, they work and stuff, but they do it every Sunday too, you know. Not everybody holds the Sunday holy, I guess. So 7, I think it's 33, 10. So we need 33 of the 6 millimeters. Okay, I'm just gonna do this again because they fell out on me, so you can see. And then we're gonna have 2 wire protectors, and we are going to have I have six of them, 6 small jump rings. Well, that's 2, 4, 5, And 6. Maybe I should start this again. Like, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the spacer beads, you know, the one we got in the box. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the spacers, those, you know, I don't know what to call them, but and then we need 2 wire protectors, and we need 2 crimp beads. So, and then we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 daisy spacers. Next time I'll make a note. So, and whether they fill out or not, I can do that in you know, ahead of time. Not that, but I am not going anywhere right now. I'm just trying to make this work. Okay, so I will put those aside for a minute. Just made myself some my own chain reaction here with red jasper and some small crystals, and then we need of the star cut, big star cut, we need 4, and then we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh my gosh, I am so not, this is grief for you, you know, I'm not here at all. But I'm trying to do something so I can think of something else. Okay, so so here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of those. And then we have 3 of these, and you can just use like this would be a elongated 6mm fire polish, if you will. You could use drops or whatever. I'm sure you can find something. You can also use these, I'm sure. 2, 4, 6 of those. And these are just cut-offs that I am, because I'm short on the eye pins. So so I just I use this for the links in between, and then I don't need to order anything but and have anything but the 5 centimeters, 0.7 or 8, and I use head pin, and I make my own you know, eyes when I need that. That sounded a little weird. Okay, so I will just kind of mark this as something and try again. So I will put this there. So okay, I will then turn it off. Okay, here we go. I have tied it up a bit so it's easier. We need a pendant, 1 pendant. We need 33 of these 6mm. We need 4 of the biggest, the star cut, and we need 12 of the in the middle, the mediums. That's and we need 6 of these blue, you know, like crystals, and you need 3 of these. These are like I said, I think they're elongated fire polish. 6 will be perfect, or if you want to use bigger, but this is for the chain in the middle, so I wouldn't want to use too big, but you know, that's totally up to you. And then we have 8 of these links. We have 15 of the you know, the spacer beads. We have some we need a few head pins, or you know, eye pins, is better, you know, if you don't like to make that ring, but I just deal with what I have, and I only order these. You know, we're going to have an eye on every side of them, so eye pins would be ideal. And we have of these 15 daisy spacers, six 5mm or ish, you know, what is it? Jump rings, two crimp beads, two crimp covers, and two wire guardians, and a little bit of wire, just enough to get over there. I would say that will be, 15 inches, just to have something to go on if it's not extremely expensive what you're using. Then I would measure for sure. And then we need a clasp. You can use whatever you want, and also the same with we need some chain, and you can then add to your sizing, whether it's for you or whatever, and that goes with the clasp as well. I have not planned on putting an extended chain on this, just because that would we know how to do that, and that we can do from another video as well. I found that these, like many others I've seen, that there are difference between the colors in this. I have found 6 that's the same hue, if that makes sense. Okay, so then if you're gonna freeze the picture to have your what you need, you can do that now. and then I will take it away. I will take it the other way. Sorry, didn't mean to make you dizzy or anything. So then I would just like to go back to the necklace, and see here I have all of these, the 5 on one head pin or eye pins, whatever, call it what you want. I mean, it's just so time consuming to differentiate between them, but you can see clearly what it is. So we need 5 of those, and we're going to make 2 of them. And it's important the way you put it on, because I think it's important where the daisy spacer is, because you know, it's about drawing the eye up or down or towards something. So we're going to start with making them and adding them to the pendant first, and then to 2 of these links. So I wonder if I have long enough eye pins myself right now. So, but I use, like I said, I use head pins, and I just make it to an eye pin like that. It's just once you're used to it, it's not a biggie. And then I just take off the head on that one, and then I will put on, maybe I should go a little bit more out here now. Yeah, a little bit out, a little bit back. I hope that sewing man can take some dinner break or something. I don't mind it usually, but you know, I can't turn it off now. You know, it's summer and stuff still. So 3 of the 6mm, a daisy spacer, and now I'm ruining my. I can't be organized, it seems. Only when I organize, that it's just either it's all over the place and then I create, or it's organizing time because it's too much. But it does really break up that long link, if you want to have one long one, and not let's see, and not and here I just kind of gouge it on this one, and you get used to that. If you have very little left, you start at the pretty, you know, close to the end of your pliers, and this one I have to go back a bit This is if you want to learn how to really only use wire, or you know, get everything, see, out of your, the most out of your head pins, because it is head pins, and yeah, I'm gonna stick to it, so that's it. And then now this time it didn't matter, you know, on these links it didn't matter right now whether or not it was which way it was, it's when we put it on. Oh, it's so hard to find. I mean, I have very good vision, but you know, it's sparkling and dark, so and then a daisy spacer. Sorry about the intro, I hope I get better during this, otherwise I'll just throw it away. I don't have much to go on. So I'm gonna make a small one on this one, because I could see that that was what I had to work with. And it also helps to have a little bit more substantial pliers, because they if you're gonna do a lot of wire work or just these loops, I like something that, you know, you can tell, you know, if it's pink and, you know, and it comes, you know, in small sizes, maybe not so much. And I'm hoping to get a little bit of a bigger one on this side, because I will use the biggest loop, attaching that to the pendant, because, oh, I took off the pendant in this one. Yeah, well, then we'll do that now, because then they have more room to wiggle on, you know. So I'm just taking it easy off, because I can use this on something else, you know. And I wish, you know, if we could think like that with everything in life, we wouldn't have the climber stuff, and I don't know. But when it comes to my beading, you know, everything is usable. And now I need to put them on with the 3. Of course you can do it the other way around, you can do whatever suits you, but for me to replicate the one I have, I need to have 3 and then the daisy spacers, and then 2 at the top beads, that is. So I am happy with that. You know, I wouldn't be much, now I am, you know, copying my own design, so, but that's fine. So, but usually I wouldn't be having to look at that, but I don't think I made a, you know, show it or tutorial or whatever you call it, with like stringing before. I'm not sure. So here it's here we have I have used maybe you need more of these. I have used jump rings here, and that is you know, if I were to do it again, and I am, so maybe we will do that, but that's up to you too, you know, and it will take a little bit more time maybe, but oh, that's such a terrible, it has no, it won't, no power, you know, because I think that, you know, with small jump rings in between, sometimes that's, you know, it has something to do with how much you want it to, how you want it to lay and stuff, and it's not just that sometimes I think that using them will make it too see-through, like one of those, see, I have to get this clicking on there you go, see-through like that, like the other one, and this is kind of see-through too, but you know, I also have components that are not, so but I think that it's nice around these filigrees to give them a little bit more movement, but I don't know if it's not more movement I'm giving them. I'm giving them more space, because move they will. You know. Oh my gosh. In with that one, in with on the link, and you don't have to pay attention to the link side or anything with this one right here, because they are two-sided, and it's on the other side that the link will, which hole will matter, you know, since they are square and with 4 holes, right? And then remember to get it to click, and then you just go back and forth till it clicks. Then you can sleep good at night. So that's so far, and then we will make this link with we will have the one which I take a head pin, and I take you know, a spacer bead, and as you can see, I cut off this after I've done the loop here, because then they won't fall off on me, you know. Yeah, because that's something I was sitting and figuring out. No, not so much. Just that's how you learn. You learn as you go, right? So, and I think yeah, on the top I didn't have it. So then I wanted and here I had some more room on my. I had it long enough, and I'm not gonna use jump ring at the top as a 2, because that will be too much. But so I have a little bit more size on this on these loops, and if you want to measure and stuff like this, you do that, you know, and then after a while you don't have to. I always have, you know, if when you knew it's a bitch anyway. I mean, what can I say? It's like, I hate those, and especially wire wrapping. I just the only thing I hate about wire working now is if I have pliers that gives me the, you know, like blemishes, because they have this stuff on them. And now I'm just gonna make sure that it's going the same way, because I watched someone, so I started to care. And then I'll take the furthest one away from me and see. I want it here. I have it here. This is very beginning. Just I'm not trying to be patronizing, and or anything, but I would need this at the beginning, and then so you can see and be mindful that, you know, you could put it in the wrong hole. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm assuming it's mostly women watching now, but you know, I'm gonna stop with that dirty of me. That dirty talk. Don't have to do that in a beading video. And now I am going to put on, since I just was on the road, you know, on the road, on the go. I should do this a day when I can do one, and then the next one straight after, because then it will be, I will have my English, my beading English up, and you know, I will be warmed up. But well, let's see. And I'm hitting just about the same place, and you know, you don't have to make. I don't make marks with Sharpies on my pliers, because like I said, it's pretty close when you've done it for a while, and besides, these are handmade stuff, you know. No one's gonna go around with a measure or stuff, but if everything falls apart, that is another story. Then you'll have complaints, but not if one loop is a bit bigger than the other. If they do that, I'll just say, alrighty then. Let me send you a refund. I'm not doing that over, You know, life is too short. And then this. Oh, you know, it's amazing what beads does for my sanity. It has saved me from so much. I have been able to stop with everything that's unhealthy, almost. I don't know what's left. Stress is unhealthy. Well, I doing my best. Okay, and then we are at the middle here. So we will have a little. We will bulk it out a bit. So we will have 2 of these, like that, and like that, and like that, and that was when I was going to use this leftover stuff, but I don't have to do that. I don't have to confuse you with that. And I can, I mean, I'm sure I get them when I need them, or I can just rattle my rattle someplace in my stash, which is everywhere, and then I'm sure I can find some, because if not, I have wire. So that's pretty much the same. It's just you don't have to cut it every time. And you know, the thing with the wire, it's if you're going to use wire for wire wrapping as well, I find that you know, if you're going I'm buying the head pins because they are stiffer. They are more secure than this gouge in just wire wrapping. Then I would have to, you know, make the wiring wrapping loop, and you know, I kind of you know, if I'm gonna wire if I'm gonna wire loop every link of this, it would have to cost a lot more for the customer, and I wouldn't get that time back. And like we said, life is short, you know. So you know, it all depends. If I was going to make this with very expensive stuff, like. But with the pendant, I mean, even there it stops itself. So I'm thinking this is like a $30. So I have no idea what I'm going to price it on or anything. But if I were to wire up everything of this, I would be making, you know, that would just be I don't know. It's not necessary for the use of this. And it's not, and it's just, yeah, I think, you know, I think it's a poor decision to do that, unless you wanna, you know, you want to, you're making it for yourself or as a gift, and you want to make it extra, you know, like, because it does look better if you wire wrap with silver, for sure. But like I said, if you're going to have it as gifts even, and not use too much time, I think it's I think this is appropriate for what I'm using here. You know, if I were using silver here, there's no way I would you know, use head pins or something. You know, then I would wire wrap everything, and it will kind of be different, because I think you know what I mean. I hope you do, because I have nothing more to say around it. But I'm really passionate about that, because I have very different jewelry that I make, and some things, you know, one necklace can cost like so much just in stones, that, you know, not using silver would be ridiculous, you know, because that adds to what the customer would like, maybe, you know. So there's a use for everything in this world of beading, and I love that because I can sit here and make this kind of stringing slash wire project and just enjoy making it, you know, a bit fast and stuff, and then I can do the other. That's not the right one. And then I can do more expensive stuff, but that's also, you know, it's almost like in the beading world, I find, you know, there's such a big specter that whatever, you know, I can never ever grow tired of it. I just move to another box somewhere, find something, a mustache, or, you know, and when I'm tired of wire wrapping, I string, or I do some organizing. Yeah, like they're gonna believe you on this. Yeah, but I do. I like that. You know, it's not like vacuuming. You know, organizing beads that's just fun. You know, it's a weird. Feels well. It's not that weird. I mean, there's a difference between going around and just cleaning up the same stuff, you know, and looking at pretty things while you put them in different containers. I think that's the play. So if you have that, you know, when you make that wheel of life, you know, of your life, so what you're doing here and there, right? So you put your work there, and you put play there, and you put family and all that stuff. So I think organizing beads would be under play per se. But since it is organizing, the play is so much more fun because it is also a little bit work. You know? Let's see. I have this one ready. I'm just talking and doing it. Here I have just a piece of it, so that's just exactly what you would do with a wire that will be strong enough to hold the beads together. Because there's nothing more, of course there's more irritating things in the world, but in the beading world I find that that's one of the most irritating things, if you know, the links just open here and there and you never see where they are, and it's just like you have to do it over, which is also very fun. I think that was a little bit too long. You see that I made that one. That was a little bit much, you know. It won't look. It will stand out. So then I just remember to see the right place, the right side, and then just shut my eyes, and now there's no dog to worry about. That is no comfort, you know. I would rather worry, you know, or not let it fly, you know. So okay, I'm gonna put this on here because this was a little tight. I don't know, so therefore I put it on where I know it's gonna be good enough, big enough. Can you see that my pliers are kind of giving in? I'm just I'm just forcing it, but you see it goes over itself. You see that? If that's the case and you do want to do more wire work, do yourself a favor, go to the hardware store and get yourself a round nose plier made in Germany or something. They don't cost much more. And while you're there, get yourself a snipper like the big ones, because the ones that we use for other things, you know, because I go through like these like there's no tomorrow, but because I just snip everything with everything. But if you have that little bigger one, that would be in the garage usually. that will come in handy, and you'll have it for years and years and years. So far so good. And now before we come to this link, looks like a flab, but but now we are here. This is also something you can do in front of the TV if you're gonna make for 5 friends, you know, and they're gonna have the same, or like bridesmaid or anything. You can just make the links in front of the TV or something, and then, or you know what, the thing that's except for my talking now, and that I have to, you know, kind of like I'm actually supposed to show you things, to sit and bead in the quiet, or organizing beads in the quiet with with enough boxes to put it in. Yeah, that's you know, that's mindfulness for you. Therapy, free therapy. I just fire them all over the place. And you know, I could give you bad habits here, or I could show you, or I hope that I'm showing you that, you know, it's not life and death here, and that, you know, the thing is to just do it, correct it if you have to, and keep on going, you know. I will never forget my first charming bracelet I made for my first website. You know, I was so new. Oh gosh, my fingers, and I mean, I was wire wrapping, and of course I used to wire wrap with this kind of that I just do now if I have to, you know, or if I really want it to happen, but not many. And I started to make the cluster earrings, like you have many beads and they hang on a chain, kind of like, and oh my god, oh, I was bleeding, and I just, oh, this is not for me. And I went back to my seed beading. I made quite a few of those, but you know, they wouldn't be, I couldn't make a whole cha-cha bracelet, if you know what I mean, like that. So if it is too hard to make a wire wrapped loop, you know, when you might, if you lose the grip and stuff on your beads while you hold it and you're gonna wire wrap and stuff, and it's really is too hard, then do yourself a favor, get some dead soft wire, and when you wire wrap, you know, they say that 2 whole loops is enough for holding things together, and the rest is for show, right? So if you have it and it looks good, you can wrap the rest, but you know, 2 whole loops, 2 times all around, is enough to hold the piece. So you know, it can be the same thickness of this and still be dead soft. So but to wire wrap with the, so you know, try a normal eye pin, you know, like the thickest, the normal eye pins that are thick. If you're wire wrapping with that, do yourself a favor. Nobody does that unless they have to, you know. So okay, then we are ready for next link, which will be, and here I have the same, yeah, okay, good. So head pins, and then 2 6mm. I'm sorry when I'm out of frame. I'm really on my way to starting more, you know, more editing and stuff, but you know, I got a little bump in the road here, to say the least. So, but I'll get there. And I'm really grateful for all of you who's here and hanging in with me. So, but I am trying to get better, but you know, I haven't been making much videos lately either. So, for obvious reasons, you know, my dog was also sick the last month. You know, July was hell on earth. There's nothing more to say on that, about that. And then came after. Now it's 12 days, and you know, see here, you just have to go in and pop it back, and it looks like you bought it, right? So if you have to do that on one side and you have the pliers and the right gauge you can work with, I don't find the need to have head pins and eye pins and what's the third one? Ball pins are cool though. They are usually for wire wrapping, so you usually wire wrap with the ball pins because they are usually very dead soft or dead. Okay, 2 small ones. Come on, listen. Oh, I was on the Beauty and the Beat show again yesterday. Oh gosh, it's so fun. It's like being on bingo casino and you win every time, and I can, you know, and besides I can afford it, you know. I don't do anything that costs money almost. That's not true. Like, I don't buy anything. Of course I do, but you know, anyway, I'm not gonna say or rationalize it away and put some pressure on me, because if I don't want to sell any of it, I just want to pet it for the rest of my life, I will. And I think the second shipment is at the post office, also called the nearest shop, you know, like they have post offices in the shops now, you know, I'm sure you know. And I haven't even been to my my mailbox, that's what it's called on this, to check. And now we're gonna make the link here where we're gonna have our flap. I like that, it's a flap. It looks weird when it lies like this, but you know, you saw earlier that it's gorgeous. And it's a very easy way to make it double-stranded, I think. So, but here I will have these links on with jump rings. Oh gosh, I mean, with these I can use that with, you know, these ones, you know. Like, I really like this. I made it yesterday. It looks very goldy. It is actually the yellow gold, but I have found that I am going to accept it. I am not gonna fight all you know, the gold stuff. Yellow gold is yellow gold. I mean, there are countries that only have yellow gold. Yeah, there you go. Look at the bright side. Yeah, the yellow bright side. And then, because, you know, if as long as it's coherent, you know, you use it. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to say, you know. So as long as it's the same in the whole piece, I don't mind it. And some people, you know, look washed out in silver, but looks great with this. I mean, I have different colors on my skin during the year because I'm Norwegian. So can you tell? I'm going to show you that I'm see-through. Can you see? Oh, I'm see-through. But I'm very, very white now. But my undertone is basically, I can always use warm, but I am so close to using to being neutral. Only when I'm very, 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 very pale, it looks weird, like now. But yeah. And I don't think stainless steel is my color either. Oh, I made this beautiful necklace for my heart and my sorrow and my dog and everything. It's a 3-piece, and the first piece has it looks like a dog collar. It's that thick in a chain, and it has a lock on the front. And inside is, you know, like my heart locker with her in. Gonna put her picture in there and stuff, and you don't get to go through that without a key. So I have put some stuff on that, and because you know Brittany on Turquoise Street, we will leave the flap for later, so we'll flap it down and then see what we're going to start with then. After where the flap is attached is 3, you know, the big ones, and like a segment of these. So yeah, now it's a lot of blue dots in the screen. So I will just do this because I'm sure you can trust me on what's next. You know, if not, that's fine too. You know. So well, on Brittany's beads, you know, from Turquoise Street, we were doing some challenges and having, you know, a theme every week, and this theme was animal, and I just whoa. First, I think she laid it out first. I don't know. I think it was after, but I didn't think that through. But now I made really cool themed jewelries. I have made 2, and I have a couple of designs ready. Otherwise, but the one I told you about is a 3-piece, and the 2 inners are sitting together, and then there's that big locket. It's really symbolically awesome, but it's also very. I need to go and get some tan, if you know, or have it outside my sweater. I think, because that's it's a bit washing up on me, and that's where, you know, but. And hasn't got a bead or a stone on it at all. It's just got those symbols, and I think that's very cool because it's necklaces I will use daily, and have a picture of my dog and stuff in the locket, and it is very symbolic. I can then use, because I love to use my you know, wearing stones. There's a reason for that. I like to use the stones because of their properties, sometimes and sometimes just for how they look, but all depends how. But then you can just change up what you use, because I think they say that you're not supposed to use more than 3 different gemstones at the same time, right? So then that's why what calmed me down earlier, because I made 2 pieces without any stones or beads. Then I can, you know, when it is something that's something I want to wear all the time, it's good that I can then do the stones I want to wear for that day. I can just, you know, take them on randomly or not, whatever I feel like. Okay, so, okay. I mean, really, oh gosh, this is gonna have to get better. The grieving, I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. Must say, and you know, there's no family, nothing. It was just me and her here now, and I was good with that. But then I guess someone upstairs wants to something else. But I have plenty of places to go and things to do and stuff. But it's like, you know, sometimes it's I can't just go and dissociate from everything, you know. It's happened, and I got up at 5 in the afternoon, 5 p.m. today. But I I had a great time on the beach shoulder yesterday. So so we're heading towards the end here, and I might do this in two parts. Well, at least for me, and then I will I'm getting tired of talking, you know, I'm getting tired. Just tired. I'm just yeah. That's okay. I'm gonna just let things be. I'm tired, I will rest, you know, and be kind to myself for once, because that hasn't been my strongest side in life. Just, yeah, work 17 hours a day, no problem, you know, until it becomes a problem. No, it's not a problem. But this is very nice though. So this was a little small on this side, and I'm gonna have it on the filigree, so then I will. And you know, if you put it in the wrong hole, it's just no worries, you know. No harm done here, you know. I mean, on the beads. I'll show you harm. Okay. And then I want one more. I don't know if I even want to see if it fits, but I will at least take it in two parts for me. I don't know if I will divide it on YouTube in two parts or clip it together, but you know, the intro got shorter since I tied it up, I think. And then and I will take a picture of the finished of one of the finished ones to have, and I will have it before I publish it. I will for sure get that picture on the front, because up until now it's just been like I've been letting that picture from the video come as it may, you know, whatever, you know. And yeah, I don't know which computer does it, but my editor computer. What? That's the dream, you know. I have an editor, and you know, and my Etsy, you know, manager. Well, I don't think to think about that. So before we move to. Before there is before the break, we will have these here, and then there will be 3 here, and I think I can do that before the break, you know. And here I have one, but it doesn't matter until I put it on, whether I put on the daisy spacer up or down, until I put it on the chain, right? And even if I put it on the chain the wrong way, it's just take it up and correct the cute little mistake, you know. I hope I can look back on this, you know, very soon and see. Oh my god. That's horrible. Did I make people watch that? You know, and we have the Daisy Spacer down. And this one here. Now I'm meeting myself in the middle. Oh gosh, that series, The Middle, it's a sitcom. It's awesome. I mean, they make me feel normal. Oh, crazy. So let's see. That's what happens when you're... Yeah, that happens. But if it happens all the time, there's something with your stuff, right? So I will then see now I'm disorganized in how I put this on. So now I'm redeeming myself. And then one more. Like and subscribe if you want to, you know. I don't know what they said about you can't see this if you do, you know, there's some new rules on there, but I found out that I had to go get some new subscribers because there's no bargain beatbox here. It's not the bargain beatbox stuff that comes up just because I watch it or something like it was before. So I just but I just searched and then it you know, it's just like everything else. YouTube changes all the time as well, and I'm sure it changes for the benefit of YouTube. And as a part of YouTube, I believe they do want it to benefit and us YouTubers to stay as well. So I'm going on blind faith there. I am not interested in looking it up even. I have more than enough with the editing and the filming and, you know. And like I've said so many times before, I am doing that very, very slowly, being nice to myself. So, and while I figure this out, I think you can go get some more, I will at least go get a couple of more jump rings, and then I will show you. I will see, I don't know, well, let's see how it is. This one is I would cut at least 15 inches, like, you know, I would cut the short you know, the short part of the bead mat in length, or have it on the spool, even better, you know. So we will do the flap afterwards and also finish up with chain here. So okay, then I will tidy up a little bit and go and rest my head, have some water and Coca-Cola Light and stuff, and then just I'll be back soon to finish it up. I hope you all are well, and I'm really glad you're here. I mean, this really helps to, I mean, I'm getting out of my head, kind of, you know, and trying to, yeah, so it's really helpful. So I really appreciate you. Okay, this is just a break, so I'm just gonna say, see you back here, Okay. Well, hi. Oh gosh, am I gonna have to cut and paste or something in editing? I don't know if I even put on record and my camera went off. And also last night it was just because of on economical mode or something. So maybe it does that when but not when I'm recording. So anyways, the only thing I did while not recording was to put on the clasp with some, you know, stainless steel stuff, and we're starting with the We are now going to make the wire part in the middle, and I'm just keeping an eye on the on my camera. I mean, gosh, I mean, the finished product will probably look like horrible, but it will be many hours behind it, and I'm not gonna quit on it because I think, you know, unless it's, I don't know. Let's see, what are we doing here? You see that this first one here is and I've crimped it on, you know, in the link there's 4 links, and I'm doing the side one. So, but this is the crimp cover, and this is you know, one of these spacer beads. I can't tell you why I put what on or something, I just did. And and you know, I'm getting kind of, I don't know if it's my mood or stuff, but you know, because I'm really, oh, I usually put this on before, okay. Yeah, I usually hook it on. I was supposed to hook it on here before I crimped it. But you know what? I'll do that on the other side, and then I cut off this, and I'll use another crimp bead. You know, it's not. That's why I like to have some extra long, you know, wire to work with, because I do make mistakes all the time. And so I will then continue to string. I don't mind this sticking out here, because, you know, it won't stay there anyways until we're gonna put it together. So I hope you all are well and enjoying life and whatever life has to offer you at this time. You know, there's always something and that it can offer. Although it's always something, some waves, and you know, it's the river of life is, you know, it's going down. I mean, it's going downhill. You know, there will be bumps. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's okay. Just to me, it's important how I deal with it. And yeah, so we're now here, and I put on the daisy spacer, and I have taken away. So I don't have one for each side here. So I think I will go with the small one at the outer side, so it could be like heavier on in the middle. That makes sense to my beading mind. And then I have a spacer, and I have beautiful I mean, this is so beautiful when you look at it outside and stuff, but I mean, I'm on my 3rd necklace with this now, because I have 3 boxes. And I mean, I could use some more colors now, if you will. I could add colors, and I will do an unboxing. So then I'll do the 8mm with the facets on, and then there's a daisy spacer, and these are the thin ones that just kind of cuts up visually, not take any space. Okay, and then 2 of these. I forgot what I was talking about, but I will forgive myself. I mean, I'm grieving, and not only my dog, but you know, my mother died very early, and I did not touch that, and that came up late in the middle of the night. So, but you know, I think it's good with everything that's done, as long as I can get through it, you know. So I'm just stringing here, and I'm just copying this, except that I put a small bead in front of the blue crystal and at the back of this one, because because I took it to finish off something else. Oh yeah, there was some was a bracelet. So so I'm looking forward to, you know, taking up looking at things from just a couple of months back. Is cool to see, you know, with a new pair of eyes, if you want to think about it like that, like the artists do. They go away from the picture and just go back to it so you can see and this one I have I think this was on its way to something else and then it didn't get there. And I just stopped before my points. I'm sorry. And then I forget it. I'm just, okay, let's just bead away. And I've been sitting on my veranda or porch. It's not like, it's so nice to be in contact with, you know, I can hear life and people outside, and it's such a beautiful scenery. And, you know, families living here, no big houses, no traffic, no nothing. Just peace and quiet and beauty. And I really love that. I feel so lucky. And I can go, and the fact that I can go in and out, and my sofa is like, I can just open the door and I'm almost lying on the porch when I'm on my sofa. That's how, it's just a window between, and that's quite clear, and quite because I haven't, you know, washed it lately, but it's clear enough. So now we're here, and I said I was going to do, no, I was gonna have it, I said that I was gonna have it on the outside, but I mean that I wanted it to be heavy on the inside. So then it will be, I will put on 6mm instead of the faceted one that I had there. And I think that could be just as maybe even prettier, because, you know, to have that flap in there, I think it could be nice if it were, you know, it's a flap, you know, it's not, it needs to hang right for it to work, for it to, you know, I need to fit the sizing, so the cabochon will hang right, so then that will hang right. And then I have to have a few more of these. I said 33 to you guys, but I am not so sure. I did count them, but then again, this is my third day of making it, so making the video. And then spacer bead, and then check. I have a lot of these. I bought tons of them. That's cool with, you know, classical beads, if you will. There. So have I followed my own? Yes, I have. And now I will then, I don't understand why I have two of this, because I'm probably just counted wrong. But if this is good, that's what matters, because this is the one we're going to put on today. And they don't have to be twins. They can be sisters, as you know, we say about earrings. So I will now, since I made a mistake there, I will now first try not to do that again. And this is not heavy or anything, so I'm not gonna need to have a lot of leverage or crimping it 1,000 times. Or okay, so maybe I should find the right one to use. So we're going to have the flap at the second to the top on the chain, so, or on the necklace. So I'm not gonna put it on there, but I'm gonna put it there. And like we see here. I could go closer, but I'm gonna just do it like this now. Well, I could go closer, so do that then. Yeah, just want to touch that camera right now. A little afraid of it. No, so basically I have it here and I have it with a jump ring because I wanted to have some movement and some space here where I'm gonna put on the flap. That's a new term. And then I just go into the crimp bit. I mean, this is just a crimp bead and I will have a cover on it. So a crimp bead is just something you squeeze. A crimp tube is something that you make a taco out and then, you know, fold over and all that. So that's beautiful. And I'll put a crimp cover over. And this was a bead stopper, basically. So now I would want to have things laying right and putting this in. I could cut it off, but I always go at least through one bead because then they lay like, they don't lay on top of each other or crisscrossing. It's easier to, you know, get them to lay as they are supposed to. So now I have that one. Oh, now I have that one like that. So sorry again. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I will take this out again. Let's see. So I have now put this on the, I put it on the top, the top, oh my god. I mean, I put it on the top of this. That was not what I was intended to do. No, I didn't. It's right. Oh, yeah. I'm assuming I will go back and forth from editing, like, but you know, it's no hurry about this. I mean, lives are not at stake, and I'll get there when I get there. Okay, I'm saying it to myself. So I'm not going to be bothered with that side now because it is at the right side. Now I will have it on the second to the top, and here is also attached with a jump ring, so I have space, and I will go into that with my yeah, the one I did. I didn't do right, my because I like to attach it without I started to put it straight on the chain and straight on links and stuff. I don't know if you know, I could have done that here, have a small jump ring, but I think that the small jump ring is so easily, you know, tugged off if you bend over and stuff. I mean, lots of things can happen. So I need another crimp bead, and I have so much on my table, but a crimp bead is not one of it. So I'll go get it. If I ever complain about not having enough space to bead on, you know, you gotta call me crazy, because then it's time to just, let's see, I have tons of them here. Not tons, but you know, this alone is 500, so that wasn't so far off now, was it? Did it come off? I mean, there are so many things I wouldn't do today, like operating machinery, driving. So, here we go. Now we do the crimp bead. And this one, and then I only go over this, and then I attach it before I go to the through the crimp beads, because this is like, that's, you know, if you go on and talk like I did, you know, you crimped it before you know it. But here I'm just going through my link like that and putting my link up in my wire protector, and then I will fasten it. And if it was, you know, like turned the wrong way now, I would work around it with the places that are easy to open instead of taking off this, you know, if you know what I mean. Like, if I were putting this on the wrong side now, well then, it's easy to take off one link here, you know, and turn it around, than to start over with this tiger tailing. So let's see. Let's see. And please let me know if there's something you want to see me do a tutorial on. I mean, I don't know if you want to see my tutorials at all, or if you have time for it, you know, in this pace. But you know, like if you saw my first videos, you know, there's a learning curve, but I learned pretty fast. Not very, but pretty fast. So maybe you can give me an easy one, a short and easy one. No, I can figure it out, you know. But if you want to, that will be fine. And now I'm just going to crimp it. And I think I want to crimp it this way, because that's the way the crimp cover is. So can you see that? Yeah, can you see that? So this is just crimped. I have used all my different crimp beads, you know, like and checked out how much I can bend them and stuff. Not because I wanted to, but you know, during stringing projects. So now I want to put on my crimp cover, and I don't have the big ones, you know, and so you could open them a bit if you have trouble getting them on. But if it's crimped so it's flat, you know, you will just have, all you can do is just get it over and then just be nice to it. So get it in there. But I use one of my crimping pliers, and then I position it like this, so I have a grip on it, you know, just because that's round and it fits there without me having to use a plier that will make a mark on the. And then I go from the thinnest side or something. I try to and get it in there, and if it just starts to get in, it's not quite there, you see. I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to. I find that the more I fiddle with this, the better I get at it. You know, it's, of course, practice makes perfect, but you know. And there you go. So, and now someone's at my door. Well, back. Yeah, now I got my groceries delivered. I am lucky. So where were we? We were crimping this one, right? Yeah, I have a crimp on here. I haven't smushed it yet. But did you see how awesome that's on there? Is this the one no, it's not the right. It's the one I've done before, isn't it? No. Am I being pranked? Sometimes I wonder. Well, I didn't close it, did I? But it sits like a glove, not going anywhere. So it's the bead ghosts that, or the bead fairy, like fairy, you know, fairy, like a little angel with wings, fairy, not a fairy. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to situate this one in here as well. So I have, you know, I can pull it where I'm gonna have it. And then, can you see that? I'm going to slide it in. And since it doesn't go on its own in there, I'm just using my finger and getting it as far in as I can go, because this isn't because the flat crimp is as wide as the crimp cover. And then I just use my pliers. I'm using the round hole there to just squeeze it. There we go. And you know, I'd rather squeeze it a couple of times than to squeeze it out of shape. So I think this I'm getting the hang of this. So, and once I do that, I'll buy real bead along crimps and crimp covers. So it will be a piece of cake, you know. Use that's my philosophy. You know, if I can do it the hard way first, it'll be easier to do it the easy way later. And we snip it off and we are done. I mean, what did the fairy do here? Oh my god. Well, I'm not gonna question it. I mean, maybe I'll see the bead fairy when I do some editing. So here we have our finished product. And you can see how lovely that sits here. And of course you could have beaded this flap, but I thought that if I'm gonna do something with this pendant that's like, I mean, I love the sparkle in there, but you know, it's not like a high-end thing. So if I'm going to make a few of these, it's not gonna be a high-end thing anyway, so I'm not gonna try to make it so. I don't know, maybe I should, but or maybe I just wanted to try it with the tiger tail because I made it so many other ways before. I don't know, but I will for sure come with a show and tell. I made a lot of other necklaces too, which does not look like these at all, because I got 6 of those big ones in, not in red, you know, but the other ones, and the gorgeous green ones. And I was inspired to do a lot of other things before these, and I have some earrings and stuff. So, but I will show you that later. And you know, if you got this far, you know, you got my respect. And thank you so much for watching. Be kind, be well, and all that. Like and subscribe if you want to. And this is Norway signing out. Bye.